Warning: this review may contain spoilers, strong language, violence, and content of a graphic nature. It may not be suitable for some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, and welcome to another Trick or Treat Horror Fest movie review. I, of course, am DJ Surreal with Descent Sundays, Vancouver's Gothic alternative event. So today we're actually going to be reviewing Ouija. And before I get into my review, of course, we've got a movie trailer for you.
What's going on? I just don't want to go out tonight. You sure you don't want to come? I'm good. Go have fun. You ever feel like even after someone you love has died, there's still a way you can talk to them? You want to talk to Debbie? Yeah. This is where Debbie died. I don't think this is a good idea. As friends we've gathered, hearts are true. Spirits near we call to you. If you can hear us, Debbie, I miss you.
Calm down. It's an old house.
This is a joke. Come on, you guys. Who's doing that? Sarah, cut it out. I'm not pushing it.
Just spelled hi, friend.
Hey, this is freaking me out. I'm done with this. I wanted to get this on camera. I found something in my house. Weird things started happening as soon as I found the board. Debbie found the board in her house. She woke something up.
Is somebody there? This thing, it's haunting us.
Hello?
It's coming for all of us. So who's next?
How do we stop this?
You have to break the connection, or it will keep coming for you.
We have to play the game again. One last time. As friends we gathered, hearts are true. Spirits near we call to you. Can you show us a sign? Did you kill Debbie? We're done! We're not playing anymore! It's not even real, okay?
So, I know the trailer makes the movie look kind of good, although initially when I first saw the trailer, I was like, are you kidding? Really? Seriously? Come on. There are so many problems with this movie. One of the things that right off the bat that bothers me about this movie is that they make Ouija boards sound like they've been around forever and it's like this big ancient thing and yeah, it's a game, but you know. The thing is that Ouija boards were actually first created and weren't around before I think it's like early 1800s, so realistically they haven't been around that long. So take some of the mystery out of it. It's not that, you know, and also it's always been put out as a game. It's a game. Not some sort of divine, you know, board. So, first off. Second of all, the other thing that kind of bothered me about this movie too is the storytelling and the sense of timing was god awful. I remember being really bored watching this movie. In fact, I was so bored that I went on Facebook and did a Facebook quiz about what character would I be from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I'm really happy to say that I got Spike, who I personally love. He's like my favorite character. And I was so happy about that I actually, I don't know, blanked out on a good 10 minutes of the movie. Because it was just really boring and the timing was just really bizarre. And what can you say? Boring. The story took a while to pick up, and when it did, it was just sort of unbelievable, and then it felt really rushed. I also thought it was kind of like stupid. They, you know, right out of the gates, they give you 3 rules for, you know, using Ouija boards.
The rules. You can never, ever play alone. You can never play in a graveyard. and you always have to say goodbye.
Of course, what do? They break all 3 rules throughout the course of the movie. Of course, because they're stupid. They even know the rules and they can't follow them. Like, how dumb are you? From the beginning, she plays alone, and then she ends up being murdered by a ghost in her house. And so all the other characters start using the Ouija board in order to get in touch with this spirit. Now, you think that they would have the good sense to ask who they're talking to when they make a connection, but they don't. They just assume it's their friend. Once again, how dumb are you? Apparently pretty dumb. So yeah, that was a big problem for me. The other thing too that didn't really make any sense in terms of character choices in the film was that there was like a grandma or a nana character, and she obviously knew things about spirit boards because she talked to her about them and was all like, oh, and she seemed very knowledgeable. But yet when they ran into trouble, they didn't talk to her. Instead, they went and sought help from a woman imprisoned in a mental asylum for killing her own mother. Because apparently she's the credible choice. I don't really understand that either. I was like, okay, so you have someone you know and trust, and they have, and then you have a crazy person. Who are you gonna believe? The crazy person. Like, what fucking logic is that? It was so stupid. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, so there was just so many problems with this movie. And then, you know, of course all the kids start dropping like flies. Also, one other thing on a casting note, it was not believable to me that any of those kids were in high school. They just, aside from making incredibly stupid choices, they just didn't really seem like high school kids. In fact, I didn't even know they were high school kids until one of the scenes where they show them in a high school, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess they're supposed to be teenagers, but they don't really look or act that way aside from being stupid. The last thing I will say about this movie that I thought was really dumb is that at the end, when they're like fighting the bad spirit, and it's like the main chick and she's like on the verge, like she's in danger of dying, the dead friend all of a sudden shows up to help her. So my question here is, where the hell's she been the whole movie? They've been trying to contact her and she's just been God knows where. Plus, like, 4 of her other friends die and she doesn't do shit. And then all of a sudden she shows up at the last moment. Was it just because she didn't have enough strength? Like, I don't understand. It seemed really convenient, and I was like, that's dumb. It's just stupid. Anyway, overall, the movie was total bomb. Real trick. Don't let it trick you out of your money. Thank you for joining us for today's Trick or Treat Horror Fest. Tune in tomorrow for another review. Trailer hands. Trailer hands. Okay. Were actually patented. I'm not gonna say that word. I can't say it.
Patented?
Yeah, I can't do it apparently. It's just move on. I'll just use a different word.